Hello viewers, like any other department in an organization, front office also has its own structure. The layout of the front office organizational structure depends on the size of the establishment. However, there are some basic responsibilities which must be performed regardless of the size of the hotel, such as the revenue and reservation, managing property management system, guest services, guest accounting, and general information management. I welcome you to the episode on organizational structure and functioning of the front office department, where we will be discussing about the organizational structure of the front office and the roles and responsibilities of front office manager and other staff. For better understanding, this episode is divided into 5 parts, namely organizational structure of front office, functions of front office manager, role of front office manager, typical duties of a front office manager, and other staffs of the front office department. Let us know about the organizational structure of the front office department. The organizational structure of the front office department can be understood with the front office organizational chart. The organization chart depicts a typical organization of staff for a front office manager. The staff includes desk clerk, cashier, reservations manager, concierge, night auditor, telephone operator, bell staff, room key clerk, and elevator operator. Not all of these positions are found in every hotel establishment. In some operations, the front desk clerk acts as desk clerk, cashier, telephone operator, and reservations clerk as required by the size of the organization. Many large full service hotels employ the complete staff as listed. Staffing the front desk positions incurs a cost to the hotel establishment. The front office manager, in consultation with the general manager, usually prepares a personnel budget that is related to salary levels throughout the hotel establishment. The responsibilities of the front office staffs are quite varied. The position of the desk clerk can cover many duties, which typically include verifying guest reservations, registering guests, assigning rooms, distributing keys, communicating with the housekeeping staff, answering telephones, providing information about and directions to local attractions, accepting cash and giving change, and acting as liaison between the hotel establishment and the guest as well as the community. As we discussed earlier, front office manager plays the leading role of his department, and he is the ultimate responsible person for the operations of his department, and he reports to the assistant general manager or the general manager himself. Some of the major responsibilities of the front office manager includes reviewing the final drafts of the night audit, a daily review of the financial accounting procedures at the front desk and other guest services areas during the previous 24-hour period, and an analysis of operating results, operating and monitoring the reservation system, developing and operating an effective communication system with front office staff and other department directors, supervising daily registrations and checkouts, overseeing and developing employees, establishing in-house sales programs at the front desk, preparing budget and cost control systems, forecasting room sales, and maintaining business relationships with regular corporate and community leaders. The front office manager works with an assistant front office manager, a night auditor, a reservations manager, and a bell captain to tend to the details of running an efficient department. These are just a few of responsibilities of the front office manager. The front office is a pivotal point in communication among in-house sales, delivery of service to the guests, and financial operations. It requires an individual who can manage the many details of the guest needs, employee supervision, interdepartmental communication, and transmittal of financial information. This exacting position enables the persons to develop an overview of the hotel property with regard to finances and communications. Skills required for a front office manager. An effective front office manager must have a good understanding of the hotel's values and puts them into practice. He or she should have an objective and measurable vision of the future of the hotel and help others to develop the knowledge and skills needed to attain the hotel's vision through conducting orientation, training and other activities. He or she must use the empowerment process to help others move toward the vision by enabling them to use the discretion in addressing the needs of the guest. He or she must possess the skills of developing a team and motivate them to perform to their best. A successful front office manager conveys the spirit of a particular hotel property to the customer. By applying management principles, he or she works through the front office staff to communicate feelings of warmth, caring, safety and efficiency to each guest. The front office manager must train personnel in the technical aspects of the property management system, a hotel computer system that networks the software and hardware used in reservation and registration databases, point of sale systems, accounting systems and other office software. He or she also must maintain the delicate balance between delivery of hospitality and service and promotion of the profit centers and maintain the details of the communication system. The front office manager has at his or her disposal the basic elements of effective management practice: employees, equipment, inventory, that is rooms to be sold, a budget and sales opportunities. The front office manager is responsible for coordinating these basic elements to achieve the profit goals of the hotel property. He has to ensure that the proper attitude prevails. The atmosphere in which employees work must motivate them to excel and nurture morale and teamwork. The front office manager should train the front office employees to function properly within the guidelines and policies of the hotel establishment. The front office manager cannot assume that an employee knows how to do certain tasks. Every employee needs instructions and guidance in how to provide hospitality. Front office employees' attitudes are of utmost importance to the industry. The equipment available to the front office manager is varied. With the advent of computers, the property management system has provided the front office manager with an unlimited opportunity for managerial control. He or she can now easily track information such as postal codes of visitors, frequency of visits by corporate guests, and amount of revenue a particular conference generated, and pass this information on to the marketing and sales department. An unsold guest room is a sales opportunity lost forever. This is one of the major challenges of the front office manager. Cooperation between the marketing and sales department and the front office is necessary to develop profitable advertising and point of sale strategies. The subsequent training of front office personnel to seize every opportunity to sell vacant rooms help to ensure that the financial goals of the hotel property are met. Budgetary guidelines must be developed by the front office manager and the general manager, since the front office manager does have a large cash volume under his or her control. The budgeting of money for the payment of salaries, wages and supplies, the opportunity for daily sales and accurate recording of guest charges require the front office manager to apply managerial skills. The foremost concept that characterizes a front office manager is team player. The front office manager does not work alone to meet the profit goals of the hotel property. The general manager sets the goals, objectives and standards for all departments to follow. The assistant manager offers the various department heads additional insight into meeting the operational needs of the establishment. The accountant supplies valuable accounting information to the front office manager as feedback on current performance and meeting budgetary goals. The food and beverage manager, housekeeper, and plant engineer provide essential services to the guest. Without cooperation and communication among these departments and the front office, hospitality cannot be delivered. The Director of Marketing and Sales develops programs to attract guests to the hotel property. These programs help the front office manager sell rooms. The Human Resources Manager completes the team by providing the front office with competent personnel to accomplish the goals, objectives, and standards set by the General Manager. The typical duties of a front office manager are overseeing all administrative tasks regarding the front office, reviewing final draft of the night audit, operating and monitoring reservation system for guest room rentals, developing and operating an effective communication system with front office staff, supervising daily operation of front office reservations, registrations and checkouts, participating with all department heads in an effective communication system facilitating the provision of guest services, planning and participating in the delivery of marketing programs for the sale of rooms and other hotel products and services, coordinating with various department heads and controller regarding any billing disputes involving guests, developing final draft of the budget for the front office staff, preparing forecast of room sales for upcoming week, month or other time period as required, maintaining business relationship with various corporate community leaders, overseeing the personnel management for the front office department, and performing these and other duties as required. The cashier. The position of cashier includes processing guest checkouts and guest legal tender and providing change for guests. This position is found in a number of hotel establishments and it helps to make the front desk workload manageable when all the rooms are occupied, sometimes referred to as 100% occupancy is checking out. Even with the best planned systems such as express checkout, whereby guest uses computer technology in a guest room or a computer in the hotel lobby to check out, prior approved credit, the use of a credit card to establish credit worthiness, or bill to account, an internal billing process, the lines at the cashier station can be long when a guest is in a hurry. The reservation manager. The reservations manager is a position that can be found in many of the larger hotel establishments. This person is responsible for taking incoming requests for rooms and noting special requests for service. The particulars of this position are endless, aimed at providing the guest with requested information and services as well as accurate confirmation of these items. The reservations manager is responsible for keeping an accurate room inventory by using a reservation module of a property management system. This person must communicate very effectively with the marketing and sales department. Peak as well as slow periods of sales must be addressed with adequate planning. Night auditor. The night auditor balances the daily financial transactions. This person may also serve as desk clerk for the night shift, that is from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. He or she must have a good knowledge of accounting principles and the ability to resolve financial inconsistency. This position requires experience as a desk clerk and good communications with the controller. Telephone operator. The telephone operator has a very important job in the hotel establishment. This person must be able to locate the registered guests and management staff very quickly. He or she is also expected to be able to deal with crises such as life-threatening emergencies. With the introduction of call accounting, a computer technology application that tracks guest phone calls and posts billing charges to hotel establishments, the telephone operator's job has been simplified, as the tracking of telephone charges to registered guests can now be done with ease. This person may also assist the desk clerk and cashier when necessary. Bell staff. The bell captain with the associates of bellhops and door attendants is a basic support in the hotel establishment. The bell staff starts where the computerized property management system stops. They are the people who lift and load the baggage, familiarize the guest with his or her new surroundings, run errands, deliver supplies, and provide the guest with information on in-house marketing efforts and local attractions. These people also act as the hospitality link between the hotel establishment and guest. They are an asset to the well-run hotel establishment. Key clerk. The key clerk can be found in very large full-service hotels that do not have electronic key systems. This clerk is responsible for issuing keys to registered guests and for related security measures. Often, he or she will sort incoming mail for registered guests and the management staff. This position has become obsolete in most hotels. Elevator operator. The elevator operator is a person who manually operates the mechanical controls of the elevator. He is almost an extinct species in the hotel establishment. This person has been replaced by self-operated elevators and escalators. Some of these people have been relocated to serve as traffic managers who direct hotel guests to available elevators in the lobby. In large full-service hotels, the traffic manager can be a welcome sight. Often, the confusion of check-ins and check-outs can be lessened when he or she is on duty. Concierge. The concierge provides extensive information on entertainment, sports, amusements, transportation, tour, church services, and babysitting in the area. He or she must know the area intimately and must be able to meet the individual needs of each guest. This person also obtains theatre tickets and makes reservations in restaurants. In most cases, the concierge is stationed at the desk in the lobby of the hotel property. In short, the organization chart portrays a much more simplified workforce than seen with a full service property. The desk clerks perform multiple duties such as reservations and registrations, and they act as cashiers, telephone operators, and so forth. Whatever guest needs is presented, the front office desk clerk is called on to provide hospitality with efficiency and professionalism. In limited service properties, the general manager may also assist when needed to process reservation requests, check guests in upon arrival, and check guests out upon departure. The night auditor's role in a limited service property is very different from that of his or her counterpart in a full service hotel. Because there are usually no departmental transactions from restaurants, banquets, lounges, gift shops, or spas, the night auditor is mainly concerned with posting room and tax charges and preparing statistics for the hotel. With the utilization of computer technology, the completion of the night audit has been reduced to a minimum of time. As previously mentioned, this task may be performed early in the morning prior to guest checkouts. To sum up, the organization chart of a front office department includes various persons such as front office manager and other staffs such as desk clerk, cashier, reservations manager, concierge, night auditor, telephone operator, bell staff, room key clerk, and elevator operator, etc. The front office manager is solely responsible for the operations of the front office staffs and he reports to the general manager. The desk clerks perform multiple duties such as reservations and registrations, and they act as cashiers, telephone operators, and so forth. The night auditor's role in limited service property is very different from that of his or her counterpart in a full service hotel. Because there are usually no departmental transactions from restaurants, banquets, lounges, gift shops or spas, the night auditor is mainly concerned with posting rooms and tax charges and preparing statistics of the hotel, and all other staffs such as telephone operators, bell staff, room key clerk, etc. have to perform their best in order to ensure the efficient management of their department. Thank you.